Anyway, so as I was saying, um, we have to rush. We have to rush to the capstone. I was thinking more about Oka, whether Oka is a good choice, and I think Oka's a pretty good choice still, really, because you get a lot of damage from finesse. You do have a kind of panic button with duel. Of course, duel is at very high piety, so there is that. But that's true of other big panic buttons, like, you know, other gods that do that. There are gods that give you panic buttons that don't depend on piety, like Nemelex, for example. And, well, I guess Fedas is at the low end. It's not much of a panic button, though. Anyhow, I think we'll probably stick with Oka, because it seems like Oka solves a lot of problems. Additional damage, getting you the weapons, getting you some better armor and resists. So we'll see how that goes. Level 2, like almost immediately. So now we'll memorize Jinx Bite. And oh wow, I didn't even check our skills. That's pretty bad. Don't want to train that many skills. What is Jinx Bite? 14%. We play Trog. That's it. Well, this is... Trog would not be good because this is a ranged character. Trog would be uniquely terrible, because I wouldn't be able to do anything with Berserk. But hey, look, a cloak. Oh man, my RC is still messed up. It's not auto picking up armor. I gotta fix that. I said I was gonna fix that last stream, but I didn't. So I'm gonna have to go do that. Guess I'll get to that after this stream, in theory, again. The syntax changed, and so my RC needs updating. There. Yeah, I can't really use that in any functional way because Rare, yeah, I'll take that. Dazzling Flash. Dazzling Flash is interesting. Honestly, I have cause fear. I mean, that does work on things. It's based on HD, I think, so that can work in theory on things with high. Get some int, so that spells are a bit easier. Yeah, that helped our sigil, or I'm sorry, our Jinx Bite. I was thinking sigil of binding, but so this is the gonna quote. I haven't even bothered to cast Jinx Bite because we're so overpowered right now with our damage that unknown god. What is this? Probably not going to take this. Hep, Quaz, or Rue. Interesting. Huh. You know, Rue and Hep are both viable. They're both viable choices. But Quaz is not something I'd really want. Quaz is just a bit too dangerous. Oh, we actually get... Oh, really? I really should have cast Jinx Bite. Now that I think about it. This is actually kind of dangerous. This thing is slow. Okay. Let's recover and then cast Jinx Bite. There we go. Was just kind of tabbing there and not really paying attention. Yeah, chat would encourage me to take it. That's definitely something that chat would do. What happened to our weapon shop? Why did auto explode? Well, I guess I know why it did that, because I moved away from it. Alas, there's a... Well, technically that plus... Did we find a sling? No. Technically, this is better. Yeah, sure. It's like a better weapon. Than this. That's like 2 slaying, essentially. So yeah, that was actually a good shot. Another shop. Wow. See, this is unlike the last game where we got... Oh, wow. Look at this. Gloves and this RF armor. Not to mention boots. Be wanting to get those gloves. That fire res armor is probably not going to get purchased, but... we don't have boots, do we? No. See, my last game just never got shops. This game is turning things around. And now gloves, too? Just give me all the oxes. Just for free. Right away. Of course, last game I did get... And then another cloak. What the heck? Okay, at this point, what do we want to? Sigil binding. Didn't have the best of luck with sigil binding. Dazzling Flash is fire. That's interesting. I saw that and I didn't comment on it, but now that I think about it, it is kind of interesting. Inner Flame. What is more valuable? Sigil. I'm not exactly sure when that happened. Probably difficult to grep this, but somebody can do a better search. That might work, depending on how many commits were made that mentioned Dazzling Flash. Although I don't... Apparently that query is slow, and I'm not really sure why that would be the case. So how much do I want Sigil of Binding? Versus... Oh, that's right. Not Che is down right now, I think. Or Che... Yeah, so that's not going to work. Yep, we had an issue with Not Che on CAO, so I think it has to get restarted. So that's okay. That's funny that just happened. In any case, Sigil Binding, Dazzling Flash, which of these do I care about? I really didn't have the best luck with Sigil Binding. Cause Fear is really what I want. That spell's awesome, but the nice thing about Dazzling is I can attack. So I'm kind of interested in trying out Dazzling. Sigil, I'm not as convinced is good. Inner Flame is spooky to use a bit, but certainly going to be useful. I guess I should go ahead and stick with this, though, just in case. Or, you know, just to have something. Go for costs. Set this to, I guess, 4. Teleport. Read it when I went downstairs so I could take advantage of any magic mapping. Okay, we got some altars here. Trog, Kiku, and Maklub. I don't really like any of those. Trog for obvious reasons. Kiku, well, pretty obvious reasons as well. Maklub is certainly technically viable, but Not a great fit. Because, you know, I already have range damage, and Maklub, well, I don't actually know, because Maklub went through such a big change, and I just don't actually know, like, I don't really have a vibe for what Maklub would give this character other than more range damage, which is... You know, which is, like, good on the one hand, obviously, but on the other, I kind of need not just additional damage, I guess, is my thinking. So I am interested in trying Oka again and seeing if I can better manage the piety situation. Of course, a lot of that is down to RNG, because, like, you know, you can find better weapons in a given run, and that's not the best indicator. My last run was really instructive because I did find one really, really good upgrade sling, but then I was stuck with just a normal one. So my damage was, like, kind of middle tier, maybe slightly above average, because a +8 heavy sling, you know, in the list of, or in the set of types of sling upgrades, you're like, to get a hand cannon that early is definitely unusual. So you would expect to have like 2 slings, probably. But we were really struggling with having to use a lot of piety, and I did have a troll leather armor available, which does help with that. And we did get up to 5 stars quite easily. Yeah, 2 hand cannons before, including mule before he gave. Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's like, it's kind of easy to get into a mistake where you're like, oh yeah, Oka's great because I found a hand cannon, or I guess in the extreme case you find 2. Go ahead and get some fighting. A lot of gnolls. So I'm using Jinx Bite a lot here, gaining levels at a ridiculous pace. Gnolls are certainly a worthwhile enemy to use Jinx Bite on, but stuff like adders is probably not all that necessary. But you know, especially right now where I don't have a god, so I don't really care about piety. And I'm fighting stuff that I'm, relatively speaking, quite overpowered defensively. That is a lot of gnolls. But we cut them all down, no problem. So at this point, do we want to do some hexes? Don't really want to do armor. Could do dodging, but I think I'm actually going to do some hexes next. Say 4.0. It's a bit dodgy. Maybe, well, no. That's fine. I'm not going to get, the problem is, I'm not going to get tons of mileage out of hexes until I get more spell levels, so I can get, really cause fear would be the big win. That spell is just pretty overpowered. As far as an escape spell goes. The others are good situational damage, like you can get some mileage out of Inner Flame. Like I said, Sigil I haven't had the best luck with. Okay, so we know we have Identify. Ooh. go. Bombardier beetle. And now we also have a helmet. We have gotten every single Aux slot filled on D4. That is kind of unusual. That's nice because it's a bunch of extra AC. Sort of surprising, but yeah. Okay, so there's our hexes. Let's do a little bit of spell casting to 3 just to get some spell levels. Okay, so now we could do Dazzling Flash, but our fail rate is not. I guess Dazzling Flash is pretty reasonable because I can do something with the spell and actually cast it, whereas I can't do much with Cause Fear yet. It's a bit too high level. We don't have a level up coming that soon, so let's go ahead and do Flash, and then we can make sure that our next spell is Cause Fear, because that one is definite. Ooh. Slightly spooky iguanas. The heck? Oh, I was like, this blade talisman was like tweaking out over here. I was like, what? Didn't even notice it. Do identify scroll? Let's see what we got. Okay, good. We got our heal wounds. The cloaks. Something going on with Ox armor generation. I feel like we're really getting unhinged amounts of auction. This just feels like a lot. Another shop. Oh my god! What the heck? I mean, it'd be nice to have one that... Oh, Darts of Disjunction. I could probably use those. Man, if I was a... This is like the... Would be like the Poltergeist run. Really. Go ahead and get 3, I guess. What was here? Finally, Ox. Oh, that's a great like concept for an enemy. Somehow an auxiliary themed like monster. I don't know, like a, you know, like a poltergeist that's like the ghost of some kind of bull, and it's like an ox. But it's a poltergeist, so it's like equipping all the, something like that, right? Inner Flame. Is going to get fire to 3. That's definitely debatable, but I am interested in Dazzling Flash, and this is pretty cheap. This is definitely not elliptic approved skilling, and we could be putting these levels into something better. Like into our ranged weapons, for example, which would be pretty sensible. So I think on that note, I am going to go ahead and switch, because that was just like one of those things where it was like, sure, why not? But we'll wait to get a level up, and we'll like level int, and that should get us where we need to go in terms of the spells. Oh, okay. Yikes. Okay, that's not great. No. Okay, that was Blork. Yeah, that will -2 actually came back in, what do I even have? I have teleport. I could hit these damn things. That would be awesome. Okay, good. We got rid of Blork. Oh, he had a vampiric trident too. Wonder if he always has like vampiric stuff. Oh. Okay. Oh, well. Thankfully, that's pretty mild. We got teleported near monsters, but... What the heck? I was like, did that H multiply? There's like suddenly two of them. And it was the other one was a hound, obviously, but I was like, what the heck? Let's do some dodging. Yeah, I won't jinx bite. These guys are not really scary, and I don't really want to get confused. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind. That the first one is +1, the other one was -2. That's what it was. Serpent Talisman. Okay, that wasn't great. There's our dodging, got fighting. Get a bit more weapons. Let's cast. Alright, doesn't matter. Orgs, Val Clutch. Yeah, I almost got into using BVC last run, but then I decided not to. Somebody mentioned how it felt like BVC was a bit weaker. I really need to fix my RC because now I don't trust it for Ox stuff. But then again, my Ox slots are all filled, so... Oh my god. Seriously, dude. I mean, I guess that's not that many, but it just feels like a lot. I half want to go investigate that knob set to see if somehow... There's Che. Che's not going to happen. Sorry, Che fans. Not going to happen. I have atmosphere. That. Go ahead and do 6 on hexes. Wow. Great auto explore. This one's not that bad. What? Okay, I guess we found... Oh, no, it's Jeremiah. It's just Cassidy's creating butterflies. How many invocables? It probably can't do too much to me with his little short sword. Oh, good, good retreat path there. I'll see, this is where Dimensional Bullseye would be excellent, and now I don't have it. And there's our old boy, Jeremiah. Yeah, I don't think... I've got him damaged, but Maybe he'll die? He's dying, but then again... Alright, got him. Cool. He wasn't that bad. I do want to memorize Dimensional Bullseye. I kind of need... Identify Potion. I'm going to assume that 5 stack is curing. Don't love resting off will every single moment. Okay, so we have enough levels for... Not sure if we have enough levels for Dimensional Bullseye yet, but I would like to get that spell eventually. I guess for now we'll do... Yeah. Not a great fight situation that I just created there, but thankfully nothing that appeared was particularly scary. Get that leather armor of fire resistance. It is pretty good. What would be really good would be Temple. I want to go buy that leather armor. Let's see, if I wait a bit, if I wait for like 31 gold, I will be able to buy the +1 pair of gloves of the armored one and get RF, 1 more AC, and a little bit of damage from an EV from that, and I will be able to fly. So that sounds like probably the better thing to wait for. On to Mind Burst. That's gonna hurt. What is... Dang, your Twitch is all screwy. What happens to... I actually forget, does Mind Burst... What's up, Valpacket? And what's up, Nope? I hope your Twitch gets fixed. He can go invisible, right? Yeah. 1d27, 32% chance. That's not great. Oh, Frank, yeah. You know, it might be changes in Chrome, because I think the extension, like, I don't know if they have a new version of that extension. It might, like, has been wonky on Firefox. Yeah, well, Firefox doesn't have the same issue with Chrome disabling stuff, so maybe that's not what it is then. I didn't even know Frankerface, or what the... certainly didn't know that Frankerface Z had an audio balancer. I thought it was just like the emote stuff. So, can I do anything to this guy? Does he have... He's Arc Poison? Unfucking itself. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So I can Kurare him. The main issue, though, is that I can't... Dazzled, not finding soon. This isn't going to reveal the monster, though, and it's not going to damage him. Bringing out the voice. Yeah, I did change my mic settings and hopefully improve them, but there was an issue, so certainly... Oh, which reminds me, I guess I could use scroll of voice. That's pretty reasonable, as long as I stay on here, and he can't... I'm tempted to do this to get rid of this guy. And then I can listen him with... He still hasn't woken up. Oh, I don't like the Maracuda. I definitely don't like that. Oh no, I had the wrong thing. What is he doing? Oh, he won't move. These things are gonna destroy me. These guys are very unfortunate. What will this do? Now this guy's gonna come up anyway, but I'm tempted to just go up because... Well, he's gonna surround me. This is actually a better spot. Damn. This really sucks because, Okay. Alright, good. Got him. Thank God. Did I kill Maurice, or... A little bit confused. Ah. Oh! He certainly did. He did totally just throw Karari back at me. I'm seeing if I can out-poison him or something. Oh. God, that's terrible. That's not what I wanted. God, that's really annoying. Not sure what I could have... I guess I could have feared him. Yeah, fearing him. Oh, but you know, fear probably... Yeah, I think you have to be able to see them for cause fear to work. Dang. Bailey is interesting. I don't know if I can do a Bailey. I guess it's worth checking out. Oh, which Bailey? Oh, is this like the... Oh, is this the... Ooh. The requirement could be huge. I'm worried about these guys, though. Kind of need them off my tail. Can't really take down both of them. They will... A glaive and a halberd will not be good. Guess I don't know what else I would expect to really have that could deal with these guys. I can kill them from distance. What's my chance to... 62. That's pretty good. Yeah, I am curious about like better settings for the mic. I followed a guide that set up a three band, or yeah, a three band filter. Of course, I had noise suppression, a compressor, and an extender, I think. Expander, sorry. Apparently the limiter wasn't a good idea. It sounded fine. You know, my mic setup is what it is. I don't have like a boom mic, which is the best thing to have, but... And making sure that the music isn't too loud. Yeah, I'm not sure about these guys. I guess I could curare them, which would help. He's got the glaive. I'm tempted to just... Yeah, there we go. And then get them at Edge of Los and then curare, maybe? Yeah, this is pre-temple. But I mean, I don't have much choice in the matter, unfortunately. Well, now they're gone. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. So this is potentially very good cheese. If I can get the warlord to stay put. Or, I'm sorry, the knight to stay put. But if there's a warlord in here, then he's going to have a ranged weapon. He's just going to outclass me, I think. Yep, okay, here we go. Get wrecked, fool. You gonna die? Okay, good. That one who was smart enough came around, but it didn't matter. Yeah, Warlord would be brutal. If he comes over here and he doesn't have range somehow, because they don't always get it. Are they? Okay. They don't always get ranged, then I could go to town. Did I really want to do that? I think I did. The extra damage from Jink Bite, pretty good. Crystal plate armor, sir. You are decked out. Now the real scary part, of course, is what else? Okay. Managed to survive another Orc Warrior. Aha. Ooh. That's interesting. Glowing chainmail. Yeah. I didn't even really pay attention to how long it took him to kill. Oh, distressingly furry boots. That would be fun. Thing is, I don't have a scroll of silence. If I had a scroll of silence, I would be a little bit more... This guy's lightning bolt is going to do a ton of damage. He doesn't have that much HP. It's just really dangerous. I don't really have anything. I guess, I mean, I have curare, but that's not good enough. I'll try quaffing some potions in the... Is that with so much static? That's funny. Let's try some quaff. Okay. Taking damage, can't read scrolls. Don't like that. Try that again. Oh, really? Well, that's nice. Okay, well, we found the tree. I'm looking to see if I can get a resist spot. Yeah, I don't... I mean, losing 1 AC is not a big deal. I did just gain 4 int, which is kind of nice, actually. And yeah, I did lose minus scrolls, so there we go. We can deal with that a little bit later. Dex -1 also isn't amazing, come to think of it. But, you know, it could be worse. Oh, hey. Okay. Well, that was good. Early potion of experience. This looks pretty good. Classic dev tools. Well, I don't know that I feel compelled to read through all my scrolls to see that I have silence, because silence is a very rare scroll, and I'd love to try for those boots. I'm really worried that I'm gonna get owned by... And I wonder how dangerous it really is. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Try with Karare and see if I can't kill him before he kills me. It seems a bit iffy to me. It's very RNG. 3d16, so we're talking, 24. Yeah, like 24 damage. Over 24 damage on average. 25 damage on average. So if he zaps me and hits me 4 times, on average, I'll be dead. And I've got to kill him before then. Those boots are very tempting. Is my shop going? Oh, they're going for gloves, not boots. And then I don't know what the scrolls are. The scrolls could be requirement. They could be a lot of stuff. Sadly, I don't really have any other tool that I can really use. I don't necessarily want to go reading single stack scrolls, because that could be blink. You know, the odds of getting silence are pretty slim. Are these scrolls that I have? They're scrolls that I don't have. So that does kind of put something in their favor. Some gold. I don't know, metallic white potion. I've fully ID'd. Yeah, like Karare will help a lot, but it's kind of interesting to think. I am hasted too. All right, let's try it and see. Oh well, now I'm not hasted anymore. Well, anyway, we've committed. Okay. Okay. Yeah, baby. 100% of the time, it works 50% of the time. 50% of the time, it works 100% of the time? I don't know. Hey, what do you know? There's our luck. Also, with int -5, I don't know if I actually want to wear these. Then again, I did just get that mutation. I don't really need Arlec right now. I don't think. So these are boots that I'll probably want to hold on to. Well, I kind of do need int, and having this fail rate on these spells is actually quite nice. Less skills that I have to train. So I'm not going to use this quite yet. Really need to get temple. I didn't read them yet. They were single stack. So I don't know. There he is. Oh, and he still has I gave him infinite Karare, didn't I? That's great. I guess I could lig pot him, but I don't have any more. The problem with that is I don't have any counter for when he goes invisible. That's the main issue. What's his willpower? Crap. I mean, I can fear him. I guess that's the smart play. Main issue is him going invisible is really gonna mess with me. I don't think I don't really have. He's probably best avoided, to be honest. And I just need to track down Temple. Oh no, really? Okay, that wasn't... Oh, we did get another poison scroll. That is good. That is useful. I could lig him and poison scroll and probably kill him that way. On the other hand, maybe I just can avoid him and not worry about it for now. That's interesting. Okay. No more Joseph. Feels like more. Oh, why are there so many of those damn things? Yeah, at least they die easily. Wow, there's so many of them. I guess they are very fragile, though. Yeah, it could be acquirement, I guess, but... Oh, here he is again. So I'm tempted to do tree. Okay. Okay. Wait. Why not? Huh. Okay, well, whatever. I just killed him. Not sure really why I got they had our poison. I guess it can still puncture through No, don't target that. Oh, we need to go by this. Here we go. Again, the auxes continue. Finally, we get temple. What the heck? Why didn't you go into temple? Oh, well, I guess it's not going to go into temple, duh. Okay. There we go. Fortunately, we get, like, a very late Oka. All right. What do we got here? Nothing too bad. Just the usual. Any other spells that we want to learn? Inner Flame would be fine. Yay. I guess I didn't really need. Really be nice to get. Let's go ahead and read ID these scrolls. Okay. Not sure what the other scroll in the Bailey was. At this point, I want to find more identify so I can potentially save. Hello. Oh, hey, look at what it is. It's my vault. Aha, Erica. What does she have? You know, I should have checked. She probably has some sort of debuff or some sort of hex. I really should have been more careful about that. Yeah, she got turned into a pod. Which, maybe you never saw that. No, that happened, I think, last version. A boulder beetle. Nice. Okay, identify. I think it was this one. Enchant armor. Okay. Shall we enchant? Guess our +1 cloak. Make it a +2 cloak. Okay, Vuln. Question is, what's in my vault? A Blink's. Oh. We identified Blink at some point. Well, look who it is. Look whose ghost is here. This person I recognize, I think, from chat. I forget who they are. They're not here now, so we can make fun of them. Not sure what other fun stuff is in this vault, but we can... Ah, interesting. Haha, that guy died. Ooh, wow. Okay. She's got distortion, which I definitely don't love. I can cause fear her, right? Oh, she has a... Yeah, she's going to be difficult to cause fear. Is this where Sigil of Binding is going to come and be amazing? I have a feeling no. I was correct. The answer was no. Oh, great. And she can go invisible. That's good. Well, I guess I trapped her, but I kind of didn't... Ow. She blinded me. I don't want to give her opportunities to... to hit me with distortion is the main thing. And she's got that robe on, which is kind of problematic. She doesn't have a lot of HP, but she... Oh, she does. Oh, and she can polymorph. Nice. This is kind of a... It's kind of a pain. She was doing pretty good damage to me with whatever she was... Hi. We're mostly concerned about Lair. Unfortunately, she is... Well, actually, no, she's up there. We can probably skip the rest of this level for now. Hey, 2 heal wounds, that's nice. Poison Scroll could also be quite good against her. The issue is I don't really want to take any... distortion hits at all if I can avoid it, because getting banished is not fun. Okay, vampire. How nice. Okay. Good old Sigil Binding. doing good things. This guy as well. Oh, you can't fear undead anyway. Alright, well, that worked out. Yeah, like I said, I'm having issues with Sigil. Question is, can I take these guys down? Corridor. Ooh. Okay, that worked out, but that hornet was a little bit spooky. Okay, Wand of Flame is helpful. Oh good, we've got Orb of Destruction. Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to do... The problem is the randomness of its placement is really, like, hindering it. Oh, no. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, that didn't cause too many issues, it looks like. The ox continues. Those yaks went down pretty easily. We're gonna work on some more defenses, I think. Wanted to get Inner Flame at some point. Let's do this to 5 so I can get some spell levels. I'm gonna take all the immediate AC I can get. I guess at this point I can probably read my scrolls because hey, we like it. We like it a lot. I could cast Crystal Spear. But no, we all know what it's going to be. Mutterin Hotson. I don't know, is a Hotson an actual thing, or? Does it take off? Unwheeled? Okay. I wanted to put the hand cannon as the first weapon just because, why not? Go ahead and drop this other sling, and now we got some serious damage. Gonna go ahead and get Inner Flame, I guess, but after that we need to switch back to ranged and get more damage. Oh. Herald the Weathered. Let's straight. This is willpower. Good. Okay. I don't wanna fight him with half will. I think I can probably take him. Let's try alternate stairs and see what we get. Club. Yeah. He's not that bad. Gotta get some more dodging. Put that up. Is it didn't follow me? The heck? I don't know if I can kill this thing like this. Okay, yes I can. Figured that out. Oh, Lodal. That's a problem. He's got the, yeah, he's got the call down lightning thing. I don't love that. I don't know if you know, but ammunition is not a thing anymore. Range got reformed actually quite some versions ago. That's something I think we had talked about back when you were playing, you know, Crawl. But basically all range got they all got collapsed into one skill. And they all got reformulated. There was a bunch of changes to the different weapons. And hand cannons used to be like the hand crossbow, you know, the one-handed. So they got turned into the top tier one-handed weapons. So they're quite rare, but they are a top tier weapon. Unlike the old hand cannons or the old hand crossbows, which were like a starting weapon. Yeah, and also best in slot just for other species that can't dual wield, because their like base damage is pretty high. It's well, you can see it right there. It's 16 base damage, which is like quite good. You can absolutely win a game with like a hand cannon that's well enchanted and, you know, a shield. But of course, the two-handed ranged weapons are like, okay, so we did find layer. I have art core? No, because did I get it off these? Yes. Put on these boots and go kill this oak blob. Yeah. Double Wyvern. Okay, well, we've got the layer. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot better time in layer because I have a lot better damage, probably effectively. I'm going to go ahead and read the last of these scrolls because if one of them is enchant weapon... Oh, crap! It's artifact! I'm an idiot! Dang it. I forgot. Okay, well, that's on me. That's okay, it's nice having one more enchant anyway. I'm a fool. I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll enchant my hand cannon, but no, I can't do that. Sorry, Fanar, I have RC++, and you don't... Ooh. This, I don't want to do. I'm gonna dimensional... Oh no. Oop. Oh, Miski. Dimensional bullseye you. Skill 8. It's fine. Let's get some invo. Rest in peace, Fanar. Robe of Resistance? Sure. And, in theory, I could go into an ice cave just fine. Wow, really? Oh, but I already have these gloves, which are strictly superior, so... Once again, I am amazed by the number of ox armors. I feel like it's kind of crazy. Am I imagining this? Is this actually normal? It feels like there's not usually quite so much ox armor. Black Mamba was a little bit spooky still. Yeah, I mean, that's all obviously always the case to some extent. It's just when you see that many, you start to think like, is this a one-off or... Yeah, I'm feeling like this character's like infinitely better than my last character was. Oh, I just found Troll. Now the question is this better currently than my... Probably it is. I really do not need more RC, like, at all. Some kind of huge vault to our south. Uh-oh, is this Wad Woods? Or what's it called? Yeah, I think it is. Bullseye still has a 17% fail. I don't feel a super compelling need to change that. I'm going to exclude this and come back to the vault. Oh, are you serious? Wow. That's interesting. So let's try the other stairs. Well, this is kind of convenient. Kind of. Out. So there's some kind of fun in there. I'll leave that excluded for now. Okay, so a single elephant kind of rocked me a bit. Tone kind of rocked me a bit. Maybe I'll just... Ooh. Maybe I'll just come back to this vault a little bit later. Kind of want any downstairs. Because, okay, this... Well, that wasn't particularly useful, was it? Yeah, I'll save the rest of that vault for a little bit later when I'm a little bit stronger. There's really no need to risk it. I mean, the fighting situation is a lot of corridors, which is good. To be fair, but it's just the likelihood of fighting something out of depth. Puts you at some risk. Thanks for the disjunction darts, I guess. These things die pretty easily, that's good. At all? Looks like it. Got plenty. Oh, right. Evo would be good too. This is 13 dual. Yeah, we do want to get dual. I don't know if I need dual right now, but I don't really need more Evo necessarily right now either. What do I have? All I have is light. Light is kind of good. Come to think of it, could be a good way to get rid of Psyche. Now, here's a question. Do I want to... How badly do I want... I don't know that I really want to risk that. Like, I wouldn't mind getting rid of antennae. Okay, there's our... Oh. Yeesh. Okay. Well, this isn't too bad. Thankfully, we appeared right next to some stairs, so it wasn't the worst. And there's our upstairs, so it's like it never happened. If anything, get bigger antennae. Yeah, that's right. If I get antennae 3, I do get C and Viz, which is kind of convenient. Because that's a nice thing to have. There's our resist pots that we thought we needed, but turned out we didn't. And now we have Death Yaks. Death Yaks... And I can 1v1 a Death Yak without using a buff. But I don't want to fight more than one Death Yak at a time, that's for sure. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I let him get close. Do I have a... Oh, I do. Okay, this might be worth a finesse. Yeah, I think that was probably worth a finesse. Don't mind using a single finesse. Magic. Completely random Oak Lob. I don't really have any reason to deal with. Wand of Roots, nice. Don't have anything to ID. Overall, our damage is pretty nice. Gonna switch back because we're still only at 12. Oh, that was a freaking Sky Shark. Oh my god, I'm lucky that I was able to have that down. I really should have been paying more attention to that. So that Death Yak definitely saw us. And Jinx bite it. Okay, nice. Go ahead and get this to 8 because it's pretty cheap. Yeah, the elephants are a lot less scary when you're kind of 1v1ing them. Okay, Blink Frog, can you like... Okay, this is too many. I don't really want to Lig here. Lig is not a good play. Even with Finesse, it's a little bit scary because these guys can just punch through my defenses pretty easily. But I don't really have... Okay. I want to Finesse again? I'm going to go ahead and Finesse. I'll go ahead and light. This kind of, yeah. Evo 8. It's so cheap. Use some resources there. Maybe that wasn't fully necessary in the end. I was just a bit worried. You gotta be careful. Oh, we can make our Gizmo. Boy, this Slayer 4 is not joking around. Alright, let's see what we got. We got Rampage, Acrobat, Arlec, RF. Rev Parry. Let's see. Our Poison, our Course, Slaying, Auto Dazzle. Our Poison is nice, Slaying is nice. I already have RF and RC. I would like Arlec, but... I don't think Acrobat's gonna pay off very much. Rampage is just straight up not very good. That's just for Arlec. It feels like the Slaying and our Poison. And yeah, I think it's gotta be C. Oh, and I just get free, I get a 5 AC, yeah. I mean, it's like, it's so good. It's like, come on. Come on. Wasn't sure what the Rev Parry did exactly, but if it's going to give me up to 5 AC on top of all of that, then... Most annoying... Oh my god, dude. Okay, this is time for... Disjunction Dart stuff time? Yes! It's untethered in space. What does that mean? Maybe I should have read carefully. Blinking uncontrollably, taking... Oh! Huh. Interesting. Most annoying... Blink Frog ever. Kept blinking out of lows. Okay. So that was good. Those darts did good thing. It seemed kind of OP. So what are we looking at here? Evo is still really cheap. I am trying to enable skill. What the heck? Usually cheap, but I kind of want the fail. Problem is, it's not actually getting me all that much right now. The damage is nice, but I'm not really leaning on it. I'd rather actually train. I want to get dual down to a better fail rate. There we go. Oh, you jerks. Spooky simulacrum. Is there okay. Oh. Nice. Scarf of Resistance. I don't think I'm ever going to want that. Given, well, in theory, I will switch out of this hand cannon eventually. I suppose I actually might want to keep this scarf around just in case. Sky Shark and a Hydra. Don't love it. It's the willpower. These have good will. Yeah. Oh. Well, okay. That was idiotic, but... good use of those darts, I guess. I could, like, get just a moment's peace. God. Yeah, the darts they do seem really good. I want that Sky Shark out of the picture. Okay, he is out of the picture. One of those monsters that'll just... that will just show up and complicate a fight by doing insane amounts of... Why? Oh. That's not what I wanted to do, but... Let's cause fear. Get out of here. Thank you. My God. That is a cursed staircase, that's for sure. Like, it's not that bad, but it's not good. Some of these enemies are like... Well, that is definitely a huge number of yaks. Holy crap. Apparently I picked up a manual of axes at some point. Didn't really realize that. Actually, we weren't done with yakage. I can lure any remaining yak creatures. Nice. Nice. Single yak is destroying me. Or death. I mean, it's a death yak, but still. Guess I need a jinx bite or something. Oh, that checks will anyway, doesn't it? Okay, there we go. We got our weapons. Let's go up. Let's get a weapon. Hand cannon of freezing. Hey, what's up on Void? Coglin is... dual-wielding species that cannot wear jewelry, but gets a special gizmo that is kind of like jewelry with some special properties. Yeah. No mule or punk. +2 hand cannon of draining. Freezing is really good right now, but we're about to finish lair, so... just the one that's +2 draining is kind of tempting. And I already do have freezing. So my vote, I guess, would just be for C. I guess heavy is probably the best long-term brand, but having 2 more enchant right now seems pretty good. I mean, I'm obviously getting a massive damage increase just from the base type, but also from the brand. So, and I can always rebrand the draining. And I'm gonna have to try to enchant up 2 weapons as it is. What's up, Mysteriously? How's it going? So I don't know. What do you think, Gnome Sam? I mean, +2 heavy draining does seem like the best option. Why is there a demon trident? Yeah, well, you know. This is the old Oka, you know. Where's the, Sadly, this is no longer true, but this was one of the premier LearnDB quotes back in the day. Everybody who read this, who had played, like, any... Yeah, that's another thing I was kind of thinking, too. I mean, the attack rate, I've never been much of a believer in that, to be honest. Not for the, like, oh, greater than 1.0 thing, but I think FSim, the draining just wins easily, is my main thing. And, you know, I am worried about, like, long-term enchantment. I'm going to have to try to enchant up two hand cannons. Like, maybe I'll never be able to switch off this artifact one, just because I'll never find a better one. But maybe I will, and trying to enchant up 2. So it almost seems like it's pretty good, or it's like the best option. Let's go with that. No, wrong key. All right. Goodbye slings forever, and now let's see what we get for our mare. Hood of the Assassin. Ring mail of the forest, scale mail, hat. There's Lisi's hat right there. It's got int, it's got dex, it's even got will, but I'm not sure I want to take on harm. I could actually wear that even with my antennae. And I think I can wear the hood with my antennae as well. The problem is with the hood is it's just AC. I mean, I guess there's detection, but that's not really doing very much. In stab, it doesn't do anything, and stealth is like, whatever. Maybe that's a free hit or two at the edge of Los sometimes. I mean, that's a little bit useful. I'm a little bit spooked by harm with this character. Hey, Lawrence Forces, Legendary DCSS stream. Yeah, I will actually be streaming some other games, like Infra Arcana, I want to get back into that, and probably Cogmind. Some Slay the Spire, maybe even Slay the Spire 2 when that comes out. But for now, yeah, I want to win at least one DCSS game. I mean, if I want to take a break and do a quick Infra Arcana stream, I certainly could do that. But I'm really rusty on Infra Arcana, which has also changed a ton. And I'm really rusty on Cogmind, which has also changed a ton. So it's kind of like whichever game I go back to. The only game I'm not really rusty on, insofar as the game changing, is Slay the Spire. Although I haven't really been playing it very much. But I have been watching videos of it. It's also really hard at Ascension 20 Heart, so I'm still fairly bad at it, but anyhow, yeah, God, I would love to take the hat. It's just that harm is spooky. So I guess I take the hood. Kind of a letdown, but I think I can wear it, right? Because it's a hat and not a... Yeah, so that's cool. I mean, you know, 2 more AC at a minimum. Yeah, well, it's a really tough game on Ascension 20, that's for sure. It ain't easy. Here's identified. Oh, I don't have anything up. Good old Claw's Fear bought me a little bit of breathing space. Hey, Toad, thanks for the raid. Long time no chat. Hope you're doing well, Toad. Stopping by. You know, I keep meaning to stop by some of your streams, and I have not been on Twitch as much recently, but I did get back into doing some streaming, so you had a good stream. I know you've been streaming XCOM and maybe some other stuff. I've been seeing you in the pop-ups, so I'll have to stop by and say hi at some point. Yo, thanks for the good luck. Let's go up here. We are playing Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. This is a dual-wielding goblin species that sort of rides a mech. Really, Nippa? I don't know what that means. So it can wield 2 weapons, and it cannot wield or cannot wear jewelry, but it gets a special gizmo that it invents that is kind of like jewelry with some special properties that only gizmos can have. So it's one of the newer species in this game. Sadly, my first attempt at it got to level 20, didn't quite win, died to a unique. So this is... Well, so far we're kind of just tabbing anything. Dinner. Cool, yeah, no problem. Enjoy dinner. I know after a stream, when you're hungry, you want to go and eat and relax, so hope you have a good meal. Thanks for the throwing weapons, Oka. Actually, I want more of those darts now that I think about it. Okay. This I don't love. Okay. Alright, I need to dimensional bullseye this guy. Good. Wait, I did a cause fear, didn't I? Didn't, or maybe I did, maybe I didn't. A little bit confused about what my keystroke was there. Let's start taking some dex now, not worry too much about int. More dodging, more damage. By Bogart, got 1 shot basically. Sign that we're doing pretty good damage. Gonna run into a Spriggan Rider at some point, and that's probably gonna be the scariest monster in this vault. Bogart certainly can complicate a fight, but... Go. We got ranged 14. I think our min delay is 18. We're getting pretty expensive now, so... We'll get, say, 10 dodging. Then we'll look to train some fighting. Yeah, it does. Yep. They make magical condensation clouds, kind of for an effect. It's like it's a magic gun shooting, you know, magic bullets is the theme. It's the top end. Oh, there's our Spriggan Rider. Okay, well, he just straight up died, fell over. Guess it wasn't that bad after all. Now we can go up and finish that one vault I was so worried about. Oh, that's down here. Where is it? Oh, is it layer 2? Must be layer 2. Yeah, that's right, because... Immolation scroll. Cane toad? Oh no. Got a nice little vault here, some kind. Oh, rat. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was a little bit spooky. Not gonna lie, that was a little bit spooky. Got some nice vault here. Let's go ahead and dimensional bullseye you. Condenser vein, cool. That's a good one. No tab percent. Yeah. Oh. Okay. This is. I'm going to blind you. Just to make sure that I don't die. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is not a... These roguelike games kind of punish you for indiscriminate tab. They're turn-based and they do expect you to, like, be able to slow down. But there are certain characters that are just really, really strong defensively and offensively, and they can just tab all day. Drink as much tab soda as they want. Invocations, evocations. What do I want to train? Some fighting. Yeah, you sort of have to have a sense for when, what combo of enemies. If things are going by really fast, you're probably not able to even tell what's on screen. And I am certainly doing that sometimes. Have we found orc yet? We have not. Even I have that issue. That 8-headed Hydra was certainly something that spooked me a bit. Like these centaurs getting me down to half health. That's not great. Okay, so we found orc. That's good. Do we have anything else? I don't actually have any... Oh, well, I can enchant. It's TLA. Careful, because I'm mostly... I don't have... You know, I'm mostly just a bit of EV and AC, and so it's easy for me to get overwhelmed. I have really strong offensive output, but yeah, ranged weapons in this game, there's two types of sort of like, well, there's a few things that do ranged attacks. Obviously there's spells, those cost MP. There are evocable items that have some form of charges that are like either just straight consumable, like these wands here. When they run out of charges, they just disappear, and if you find more wands of like light, say, or mind burst or whatever, it'll just add to the charges. You know, they're just consumable. And then there's evocables that are permanent, like this condenser vein, the one that's in blue. That uses a charge system. Once you use it, it charges out and then it gains XP. But then there are throwing weapons, which are like these darts and throwing nets. Throwing nets are not really weapons, and neither are the darts really, but they have like a debuff effect. Those are like consumable things that you can throw, and they use the throwing skill. And then there are launchers, which is what I'm using, hand cannons in this case. And yeah, those launchers don't use ammo. So any kind of bow or sling or cannon or crossbow is a launcher, and none of them use ammo. And you use the ranged weapon skill to make them better. Better at lowering their attack delay, mostly. So that they shoot faster, so you get more DPS. Or deeps, as the kids say. Yeah, the range system was reworked a few versions ago. Forget if it was 031, 030? Maybe 029 at this point, I'm not sure. That's a lot of stuff. I want to get rid of this. Okay. And an Orc Knight. There's so many. I keep getting these Orc ones that are just like really atrocious. The Avatar. Interesting, call it Avatar. Now, we tend to remove mechanics. We do remove mechanics sometimes. Before, you mentioned hunger, but there was also player weight and item destruction. I actually am the dev that removed those two things from the game back in 015. And hunger removal was definitely a long time coming, but it was replaced. You know, we wanted to have like there be coherency to the system, because the way hunger worked before is that it was supposed to be kind of a forward progress clock thing, so that you couldn't do really degenerate stuff, but it was terrible at that. And then it kind of intersected with the magic system, and there was spell hunger, where it was supposed to try to balance that, but it didn't do that either. It was sort of only relevant to spells if you didn't train your skills very well. So it didn't really effectively manage that, or other aspects that it touched on, like ability usage. So we replaced the hunger system with a clock that's specifically for more aggressively preventing degenerate tactics. And yeah, for ranged, really the ammo did not... It allowed us to rebalance the rest of ranged combat, the weapon types, consolidate the skills, made ranged way more fun to play because you didn't have to worry about pickup ammo. And then we kept the ammo consumption thing just with throwing, and so now throwing has that differentiation to it compared to launchers. But yeah, sometimes we do rework or even remove and replace major systems if we feel like we can get better gameplay out of it. And I think for hunger and the ranged rework, that was the reason why, and it worked out well. People like ranged way more now than they used to, and play it way more. And as for hunger, the only thing you ever really hear about hunger is like, I'm so glad it was removed, by and large. There's a few people who are just nostalgic for it, but by and large, people are happy to not have to go through those key presses. I guess I want to fear again. It's awkward. Get rid of this guy. One more time. It's not the only aspect of ammo that was a non-issue. I mean, yes, there is the early game balance where, frankly, it just wasn't very good, but it's also picking up ammo was silly and annoying for launchers when it was kind of pointless. I mean, I think really almost nobody, there's really been, there's a very few number of people who have wanted hunger back, but I think there's even fewer people, if any, who have wanted ammo back. They just, like, you have to make some kind of pure flavor argument, and it's kind of tough to swallow. Okay, this guy's got to go. There are so many dang things on this stupid level. Okay. Thankfully, none of it can survive this absolute onslaught of double hand cannons. This like loadout is totally shredding everything. It's ridiculous. Still a pretty nasty Orc 1. Anything else I want to buy? No, that leather. Do I have another staircase? Oh my gosh. Is there a commander for the longest streak in the race combos? Do you mean just for yourself? Is all you have to do. And yeah, it looks like you're right. You had 4 consecutive. Wow, that Orc 2 stairs is even more cursed. What about this one? Anything? Great, it's like the entire freaking vault. Wow. Guess that's good. Yeah, okay. Got them away from the stairs. You I want to take out quickly. It's fighting. Okay. I still haven't messed with Inner Flame, but I don't think it matters at this point. Yeah, these things shred everything. Kind of a joke. Game has like infinitely more. Wow. Nice room. Yeah, it's sort of, this replaced Arcane Marksman, and it did get a spell rework. It got some major changes to the spells. Jinx, Bite, Sigil, Binding, and Dimensional Bullseye are the new. Dimensional Bullseye is sort of the rework replacement for Portal Projectile. It works a bit differently. You have to target, it's smite targeted with a specific target, and then you shoot, anytime you shoot anything other than the target, you'll get your shot doubled to the target that you bound. What the heck happened there? What happened with that warlord? Did he like... Oh, he must have lost me in Los due to the hood. Oh, ham, naturally. Yeah, that's a great combo. Man, Rip Halfling. Back Rip Centaur. And Rip AK. AK no longer exists either. So your streak of your streak games, the only one that still exists is Troll Summoner. The only combo that still exists. Which is pretty funny. Because that's the total, like, just a troll that's not actually a summoner. Although I'm not sure if you're halfling arcade marksman. Well, I guess you said it was a ranged character, so you probably played it legit. If you use range, at least somewhat legit. Getting a little bit sloppy here. Well, jewelry boutique, that's not so useful. Ring, hey, that ring mail is interesting actually. That's more AC and regen. Old scroll is useful for us. Can't use the sack. Book. Glowing gold dragon scales. Well, that would be a pretty sick orc to find if I was a character that wanted heavy armor. Seeing if maybe one of the kobolds, because they can drop hand cannons, I believe. We got Book of Dreams has Anguish, Inner Flame. We already have using touch. So yeah, I think we get this ring mail probably. So 31 total, 32 total. It does hurt my spells quite a bit is the thing. How much AC do I actually lose? Just 4? Yeah, it doesn't feel really worth right now. Guess with some armor training it could eventually be worth, but it's not that good. I'll drop this helmet because it's of no use. And yeah, this character is doing like just 1,000 times better than the previous character, mostly due to... See, on my last character, I also got an early acquirement, but of course, I didn't get offered a weapon. And that's the difference that was made here, is that I got that early hand cannon from the acquirement. Then, of course, I properly used my Oka piety, and, well, just having such better damage meant I was able to spend less piety, but... And so I was able to get the Oka gifts in layer, which was a huge mistake that I struggled with. And I used so many consumables, although I have to say that not my consumables are amazing. They're not all that much different. Well, okay, I do have a lot of heal wounds. That's good. But I don't have a lot of blink, whereas I actually had more blink in my previous game. Yeah, it was really bad. Light charges, that's good. Those guys are spooky. Two of them is really spooky, I think. They are not to be messed with. Oh, okay. Apparently I get to mess with an entire other band of them. Do I have a corridor? Yes. Alright. Sigil binding, go. I guess. Oh, crap. Where did he go? Oh. Freaking, was that stealth? That was stealth. And he wandered off. See, Elliptic is right. Stealth is annoying. I have 0 stealth train. It's all from the hood. My god, and there's another. Bye, Nergal. She was killed very quickly. Oh, distant snort. You all know what that means. Well, look at that. DevTools at work. Thing I need to drop? Probably not. So I'm gonna cook in the bathroom. Minotaur, what were you doing? Track potion. Alright, let's see what we got. This is a Gamma Funk gauntlet map. This may be the first one that was ever made, actually, if I'm seeing this correctly. Yes, it is. Well, I don't know if I made this one first, but it's the one that has the most possibilities. This is kind of hard to read it this way. I'd like those gloves. Would definitely like enchant weapon. But that... Wait, so is this... Oh wait, but I already have pretty great gloves, don't I? I do have very good gloves already, but enchant weapon is nice. Fog, gold, not so important. Glowing gloves, also enchant weapon? Over here somewhere? Okay. I mean, that's less, it's the same thing, but not as good. Amulet I can't use. The gels. New York map. Yeah, nope. Actually, you're the person who gave me this song. Who, back in the day when people could request songs. I want to bring that back, like with channel points or something. So that you can do a song request. Of course, you're a mod. You can go ahead and request a song, actually. Anyway, but I meant for anybody else. It'd be cool to have a thing that, like, enabled that with channel points. I need, like, a thing to prompt for it, though. Gel's tambourine is a really nice item. Unfortunately, there's nothing else in that particular one. And over here, what do we have? Helmet, which I currently can't use. Ice statues are... Oh, lightning statues. I see. That is slightly less trivial. Oh, what are these? Death scarabs? Oh, death drake. It's not that bad. Kind of is, though. I guess I have tree. Yeah, I have tree. So all I have to do is tree if I really get scared. And then over here, what do we have? That doesn't look amazing. Oh, but I can only... Okay, so I have to go to this side. That's a shame. What is this? What's over here? Yeah. Here from here. Just a tele scroll. Yeah, this portal here is the portal I made. It was definitely the biggest, most impactful project that I ever did for this game, and it was massive. But yeah, I was the one who did the Gauntlet portal. Writing all the Lua code to make this map work, and making the maps was... Minmay did help, though. Minmay made about half the maps. Actually, very slightly more than half the maps. She made... Because originally these size arenas here, whatever size this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 by 9 arenas. I made a bunch of maps using that, and she made 7 by 7 smaller ones with a totally different set of arenas, and then she also made a map, a set that uses both the 9 and the 7. And I had to make all the end rooms, mostly taking the existing labyrinth end rooms and adapting them for the Gauntlet. And yeah, it was a ton of work. It took forever. But it's pretty popular. Okay. I guess we're going in here. Yeah. Not too bad. +1 hat. No need for that. Enchant weapon, very good. Like it. What is in here? Laughing skull. Well, rip those guys. Hey, we got Lehudib's crystal spear. That's pretty sick. So I guess we decided we're gonna go do this one. Perfect. And I think I'll just preemptively co-op leg and make this guy really easy. Yeah, nice and easy. Gonna have to pass on the Star Slow Glove, sorry, but I will take the enchant weapon. Pretty nice. Now we have our friend, the Minotaur, who is apparently, like, already well wandered out of his vault. Question is, do I need anything for this guy that's special? Using Chainmail of Cold. Come on, okay. Alright, let's go. Easy. That finesse was probably overkill. What do we get here? Okay. Oh, we got the Dead Adventurers. This is this is Nicole's old lab entrance, or I'm sorry, lab ending, and it took forever. This is one of the ones that took the longest to work because each one is themed as like as a character that has died. So this one's an octopode, and they have like different themes and stuff. Sadly, the octopode is not going to do us much good. Hey, we got tambourine anyway. I can't use Phantom Mirror, I guess, right? Yeah, that sucks. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and refresh because I decided to hit Control S. That's annoying. Oh, now I have to refresh too. Okay, there we go. I got so excited that I managed to hit Control S instead of, yeah, crash, had to do over. I try an alternate, I couldn't even gain, there's not really anything else I could do. Yeah. Well, I mean, that was nice. I mostly got enchantment on I got the tambourine, which is also quite good. And I got enchantment on my hand cannon, which is excellent. So I'm pretty happy with that. Wow, okay. That escalated quickly. Did we just finish training? Ah, fighting. Oh, that was a good finesse. Took care of the stuff that we needed to take care of. Wow, that was like I just one-shot an unseen horror, I think. Oh well, look at what we have here. A trove of treasure. 7 haste potions. I don't know about that. These potions are pretty good. I feel like this is a character that could easily die to tab. Yeah, it's a bit steep. I'd have to really run into a lot of haste potions. You don't need... This is a character that does have finesse, it should be said. So they need haste potions much less. Because haste isn't going to do a lot, but haste is still quite good in all sorts of situations. You can call me old-fashioned, no, but I still love me some haste. Shout out to Elliptic dying to... I don't know if this will find it. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Huh. I guess he survived. Oh no, was it QW? That probably... Maybe? Yes. That was a reflection on some kind, on like a vault warden or something like that. And it had a sniper, I believe. And sniper does insane damage, and the shot got reflected and didn't quite one-shot it, but... Damn. What was its max HP at the time? Max HP was 135. So, I don't know why it was damaged. It probably had just taken some melee damage or something, but yeah. You have to watch out for reflection, especially if you have a weapon like Sniper, which is able to get a damage rating that's just ridiculous. Louise. Banishment 23%. Which is kind of better to just exclude. to be honest. I don't really need to test a trip to the Abyss. Let's use stairs that are probably slightly safer. Like, well, these are gonna get me cornered, but I guess I don't care. Slug, it's the night. Huh. Just a little bit. Are they forgetting me somehow? It must be. Wand of Roots, that's nice. Have them all down. Ooh. Oh, that was a shapeshifter. This is a new type of weapon here too. This is a new upper end, but not top end, single-handed polearm so that you're not stuck between Trident and Demon Trident for the whole game. This is relatively new. I think this is new in Trunk. It's not... It's been in Trunk for some months now, but it makes one-handed polearms a little bit more attractive because, you know, that was kind of one of the main issues. Oh, it's Agnes. What does she got? She's got some nasty stuff. What do I want to do with her? I want to roots? I want to gels? Yeah. No, down she goes. One shot of gels. Call it cooked. I elected to use that instead of roots so that might, you will not need might. Go ahead and check out our... I'll keep flame. What do I have for layer branches? I have spider and I have snake, don't I? Spider and swamp. Well, I guess flame is kind of good in swamp. I haven't used condenser vein yet. It's a good one. I should remember to use that more. Okay, so where haven't we gone to? Any annotations for Psyche? I don't really have a go reason. Yeah, I don't need to mess with her. What's up, cool guy dude? How's it going? I wonder what's in that. I am curious about... Let me go check out that vault. Psyche's also on this level, and she is wandering. Maybe I can kill her before... Whip of Distortion, that's not ideal, of course. Blinking Scroll is worth, though. I just don't want, and this vault, or ghost, sorry, is... Hand cannon, a mutter... Oh, you blah, blah, blah. That's my hand cannon. I was like, what? I guess it doesn't even have chaos branded melee, so I don't really care about it too much. Maw bomb, yeah. So it's just the brigand that I really want to... Oh, nice. Very good. Now we just want to make sure we get that brigand as much as we can. Okay, goodbye, dude's ghost. Okay. 'Cause, 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 That was worth. Link scroll is good. Really enjoying playing Poltergeist. Yeah, glad to hear it. It's gonna be... I'm gonna probably try to go through the new species, like... I need to... After I win Coglin here, I'm gonna try... Well, I have Forge Right, I have Shapeshifter for the classes, and yeah, I have Revenant and Poltergeist to try. So those will be fun to try. And well, this is probably a pretty good stopping point. This character is like... Oh, I guess my little char dump thing isn't linked up. I gotta look into that. But yeah, this character's looking pretty good. Way better than the last character, both because I got to Oka gifts, but also because I got that acquirement. I don't think I got that from the Bailey. I'd have to go back and verify that by watching like the recording, because I don't know that that scroll... I've picked up 2 scrolls in the Bailey, but I don't know that the acquirement was one of them. I think I might have just found it. But yeah, my previous game did also get early acquirement. Sadly, it just didn't get a weapon. And then, of course, it didn't get shops either, so it was doing a bit worse. But I do think with that game, if I had used like TLA, and if I'd just been a little bit more sparing with abilities... Obviously, I had slings, so, you know, I would have... Probably by the end of layer, would have gotten it, but... Definitely wouldn't have been all the way in Vaults 2. Yeah, Forgecraft will be more exciting. Will be pretty exciting. Shapeshifter should be pretty fun too. We were talking about the upcoming release. Let's see. What's the command? There is a good command for that. Oh yeah, it's so we could do this probably. Hopefully this isn't slow. This will show you what people have won with a given class recently as a good indicator. So Mountain Dwarf, that probably makes sense with them because they're good at melee. What is their Forgecraft? I mean, they're probably good at it, right? Given the theme there. Yeah, they have +2, so MDFW is a natural choice totally. And then you see Draconians, that kind of makes sense. They're decent in melee because they get free AC, and they have an easier time casting spells. They don't have as much defense as something like a Mountain Dwarf. Mountain Dwarf also gets to be able to use heavier armor. Demon Spawn that's just because that's popular. Null is always a safe bet. Ginny is like, well, maybe you get more forge spells, maybe you don't. Coglin seems... I'm not sure about that. Oh, they have a +2. So, there you go. Yeah, I guess like dual wielding and then casting spells to supplement. Yeah, that seems reasonable. That could be fun. Coglin Forge, right? Something like Octopode. Octopodes are just good with spellbooks, and they can do melee, but they do have an issue with fragility. That's the main thing. Coglin has that to some extent too, because it's probably going two-hander, and it's also, well, it's missing jewelry, but at least it has the rest of its armor, whereas Octopode is really frail. But yeah, this character is doing so much better than the previous one, so look like it's just about to get to XL17, aka Splat territory. So we'll try to we'll try to make it actually get all the way to the win, and next time we'll start in on layer branches. Pretty good for first stream, much further than I got on my last first stream, because this character is able to play at a decent pace, although pretty slow still. So yeah, I think that'll do it. I don't know if I'll stream again this weekend. I might stream on Saturday, though, because I did kind of delay my stream, and yeah, that might be nice to do. And if not Saturday, for sure Monday. Probably in the evening, especially if on Monday. And yeah. After, I don't know what I'm going to do after Coglin, Hexslinger. There's Forge Right, there's Shapeshifter, there's Revenant. Maybe Revenant. Revenant is strong. Probably, maybe Poltergeist first, because get the hard species out of the way early. Kind of makes sense. I used to try to start my streaks with Mummy, and Poltergeist sounds like it's quite difficult, so that might be the way to go, actually. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, did it feel good? That's good to hear. I mean, I might practice it just a little bit offline just to see what it's like. But yeah, we'll have to see. In any case, I'll catch you guys next stream. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time.